Hello, welcome to the channel. I am Jawad Ali, and today I want to help risk professionals create some best scenarios. So, risk scenarios is an important part of risk identification. When you are finding risks, you have to make sure that you create the risks in a way that they are useful. And this is a big problem because many professionals have a vague understanding where they would call phishing a vulnerability or a threat a risk, which it's not. So I just want to clarify, how can you create a valid risk scenarios that's useful for the organization? So let's start. Well, every risk is consists of likelihood and impact. We know that likelihood is the chance something happens and impact is the damage if it happens. So risk is likelihood and impact. But there is a problem. Some people say phishing, vulnerability, or threat is a risk. The problem in this situation would be, can you create likelihood and impact for phishing? Well, we don't know where phishing occurs. What is the asset impacting? What is the damage occurring? So even if you find likelihood and impact, it's not going to be useful for the organization. You need something specific, actionable, and measurable. And phishing and vulnerability and threat, these things are not giving you the specificity or the actionable, measurable things that you really need. So, if this is not correct, what is correct? And this is, moving on to the second part. There is a structure, and the structure is created by FAIR. FAIR is an international body for risk analysis. They have created a structure for how can you create risk scenarios. And the structure is you have a threat, you that, and you also have an asset, then you have a method and effect. So threat impacts asset via method and causes and effects. This is how it works. What you have is a threat, asset, method, and effect. An example would be a nation state actor impacts sensitive patient records while a ransomware attack with data exfiltration causing information privacy loss. So this is an example. Even a more simple one would be a threat actor initiates a threat actions against an asset exploiting vulnerability, resulting in a loss event. So you have a threat actor, you have a threat action, you have an asset, you have vulnerability, you have loss event. Loss event is the damage, is the consequence. So this is how it works. The structure should be like this. So instead of saying what is our probability of being phished, you should be more specific, because if you are not specific, you are not delivering value to the organization. And value is everything. Risk management exists to reduce uncertainty. If it is not reducing the uncertainty, it's not useful. Another guidance that's issued by FAIR, and it provides you the list of threats, assets, methods, and effects. So it's not just a structure. They're not just giving you a structure. They are giving you the actual threats and assets and methods, effects. It's not exhaustive, but it's a pretty good starting point, and you can use it. So let's say cyber criminal, impacts the sensitive personal data using data exfiltration via phishing, and that results in information privacy loss. So as you can see, you can create many of these scenarios. There is one more thing that you have to be aware, is that you don't want to create too many scenarios. Try to create scenarios that are extremely useful and relevant to the organization. And so, just make sure that you follow this thing, because this is a rabbit hole and many risk professionals create too many scenarios. There's an explosion of scenarios that make it difficult. So please avoid that. This is it for now. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. This is the beginning of the channel, so I really need support. Thank you very much.